with faculty is one of the best things about IIT Gandhinagar. I'm sure all of you would agree.
Our next speech is by one such teacher who is very popular amongst his students, always ready to talk about anything related to culture, philosophy, and much more. Please join me in welcoming Professor Angus.
Right. Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. I don't really have a sort of lengthy speech or anything along those lines prepared. I prefer the sort of more off the cuff and more simplified sort of way of doing things. And I'm not actually, ironically, I'm not one for actually speaking too much. So I'm when I was thinking about what to say tonight, and should I sort of point out particular things involving the batches that I was closest to, or what should I actually say? Should I say something drawing on some inspirational quotation or offering some advice, which you'll be hearing over and over and over again this evening? Should I tell you some story of an interaction that I had with a particular student or what have you, and how it affected me or how it affected them? Should I talk about some of the evening discussions that I've had with people? Or should I offer a moment for, whether it's 30 seconds or a minute, of silence for the various causes that that number of students are closest to? And where I sort of ultimately came down to is that I basically will reiterate basically two cliches that you'll hear over and over again. And the first one is simply to state that, actually, no, this will be the second one, but it's going to come first, actually. The first thing I want to say is just thank you. The way in which I've been able to sort of interact with a number of students has been very important to me on a sort of on a personal level, and so that was part of my decision regarding why I wasn't going to speak in a particular way, but rather make this a much more personal way of talking to people. So that's the first sort of primary thing. Just simply thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being here. And thank you for allowing me to see snippets of your lives. The second aspect of that is sort of as sort of, you know, an instructor and someone who's involved in education, you know, as we all are. It has been significant to see how some of you have grown so much in the last 2 years that I've known you. Whether it's a significant sort of academic sort of leap or a significant confidence movement. Some of you, I suspect some of you will likely see this, whether from your professors saying this to you or from your batchmates, that who you were sort of 2 years ago, 4 years ago, is not who you are now. And that's been very interesting to see from a professional, I guess, aspect. So, as I said, I'm going to keep this relatively short and personal. And for those of you that know me sort of relatively closely, I don't really have anything specific to say to you. And I think that's sort of the kind of the point. If you know me, you know the type of thing that I would say to you. And just to sort of reiterate this point, I simply just want to say once more, thank you. It has been wonderful getting to know people over the last 2 years that I've been here. And I hope people have also sort of been all right with that as well. So the way I'm simply going to just conclude this, as I said, this is going to be very short, very, very quick, very personal, I guess. And as we're sort of going along, celebrating achievements or recalling various forms of memory this evening, I just kind of want, this is the professor in me, I just want to kind of remind everyone that you're not done. you still have, what, 20 days to complete and examinations, right? You're not done yet. So that's where I'm going to finish. Cheers.